Good Wednesday morning, South Carolina weather watchers. I'm your meteorologist, Jesse Peterson, and let's go on and talk about the weather for your Wednesday. Starting off, what is going on right now in terms of the entire state of South Carolina? Well, we are looking nice and dry right now for the majority of us, but if you look on over here in the low country, there are a couple of showers maybe trying to get going, like Edisto Beach and maybe just a little bit further inland of Edisto Beach for the most part, but everybody else nice and dry. We do also have some fog ongoing in these areas of the Midlands and the western PD areas. That's Columbia, Sumter, Manning, Chesterfield, and Bishopville. Now, what's going on in terms of the entire U.S.? We do, in fact, have some rainfall going on over in areas like southern Illinois, southeastern Missouri, as well as Florida. We even have some rainfall in Arkansas, Texas, New Mexico, Utah, Colorado, Nebraska, and then even inside of Michigan, we have some rainfall kind of going on over inside of that area. Now, what about for cloud cover? We do see some cloud cover for sure, definitely where we just saw that fog cover, and then also in the low country, the southern Midlands, even parts of the upstate as well. Now, what about for our cloud cover for the future? We go ahead and push this forward. This starts off here at, let's say, around 8 o'clock in the morning. We push this forward over into around 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, even 12 o'clock p.m. now, and we're seeing cloud cover activity from areas of the upstate to the Midlands to the low country, even to the Grand Strand slash PD areas. We have cloud cover activity that kind of just sits over there, but as you get more into the afternoon, that cloud cover starts to expand more, starts to get more widespread, and now we're looking at a lot of areas now to where we could see a good amount of cloud cover statewide, to where most people could have cloud cover and be in the mostly cloudy sector, if not overcast section of weather for today. So a lot of cloud cover this afternoon, and as we go over into our current temperatures right now, we're talking about 75 in Somerville, 77 Charleston, as well as 77 in Beaufort, 77 Hilton Head Island, as well as 75 in Orangeburg, 77 Georgetown, as well as 78 in Myrtle Beach, 75 Conway, and 75 in Columbia, 73 Newberry, as well as 72 in Greenwood, 69 Greenville, 68 Spartanburg, as well as 67 inside of Gaffney. Now, what about for our air quality? Well, it looks like for the most part that we are moderate. So if you are inside of those yellow areas, please make sure that you are paying attention for that air quality, as it may not be too bad, but it's not going to be too great either. So keep in mind, if you're inside of that yellow area, to keep an eye out for that for that air quality. High temperatures for today, we're talking about 89 in Greenville, 88 Spartanburg, as well as 93 in Columbia, 92 Sumter, as well as Orangeburg and Barnwell, 87 in Charleston, as well as Georgetown, 85 Myrtle Beach, and 86 in Hilton Head Island. Now, what about for our heat index values? Heat index values going to max out at around 100, maybe a degree or two more, but that's about it. You're not going to get really any higher than that. Winds for today are going to continue to stay calm. I mean, it could be from around 3 to 8, maybe even 9 miles per hour. 10 miles per hour definitely is on the table, maybe for the coastal areas later on. So it's possible. But for right now, seeming less than 10 miles per hour in terms of sustained winds. Wind gusts can get up to around 15 miles per hour, maybe a little bit more, but that's about it. Rainfall wise, it's going to be a pretty rainy day today, potentially. And honestly, I do think that a lot of areas will get a good amount of rainfall. Hundredth of an inch to a tenth of an inch in areas like Myrtle Beach, Chirra, Rock Hill, Spartanburg, Greenwood. Tenth of an inch to a quarter of an inch in areas like Barnwell, going over into areas like Hilton Head Island, like other areas around that aren't highlighted. Columbia, quarter of an inch to a half an inch in areas like Sumter, Florence, Orangeburg, Charleston, Walterboro, going into areas like Greenville. And then somebody may even see a half an inch to an inch like Monk's Corner, and somebody may even see an inch to an inch and a half. So this is without flash flooding. Could be a pretty rainy day today, so make sure that you have those umbrellas with you. And we'll go over the models and stuff like that and explain the timing and stuff like that. Crazy score right now, we are at a 21. Why? Well, the special weather statement right now that's going on, that's adding to our score. And then also some shower activity going on in the low country area. So that's the reason why we're kind of at a 21 for right now for today. SPC outlook for Wednesday. Thunderstorms are possible. They definitely are. But they're not expected to really be severe. So you may see a strong storm. That's definitely possible. But we're not expected to see anything severe. Now, what about excessive rainfall? Excessive rainfall, again, is possible. Isolated flash flooding occurs from Greenville all the way down into Colombia, to Florence, to the coastal areas of the Low Country, and into the Grand Strand areas. So this definitely does have the potential. Definitely does have the potential to reach and bring in some isolated flash flooding today. So if you are inside those light green areas or the green areas, just make sure that you're paying attention for that flooding potential. Let's go on now and take a look at the models. Time is at the bottom part of your screen. Please make sure that you go in and pay attention to that, as that is very important to take a look at. And honestly, if you lose track of where we are, you're going to be confused. And we don't want anybody to be confused. So here's a look at the models right here, starting off here at 8 o'clock in the morning. We push this forward. We get all the way to 10 a.m., all the way to 11 p.m. And look at that shower and storm activity really starting to get going this morning. I mean, really this morning in the Low Country, going on in the mainly that Tri-County area. But even as you go into the afternoon, going on over into the like mid to late afternoon, rainfall activity starts to kind of dissipate out of the Low Country, at least that part of the Low Country, just a little bit, and starts to maybe go in other areas like the Midlands, the Upstate. And then as you get all the way to around 9 p.m. all the way to 10 p.m. and 11 p.m., things start to calm down. But I mean, really, just this plume of moisture that starts off here early in the Low Country. I mean, that's a good amount of rainfall right there. And so that could be where some flash flooding could happen. I mean, how much rainfall could we potentially receive there? If we even count flash flooding, I mean, we see around 2.5 inches of rain for some spots. Over there in the Low Country, we see up here in the very far western Low Country around 2.65. So it could get pretty active. Could get pretty active pretty quick for rainfall over here inside of the Low Country and inside of other areas. NHC, we're talking about nice, overall nice conditions right now, but we still have this one area, Invest 96, that has now dropped from a 70% to a 60%. And it's the same thing, but it's just there. If it doesn't form by this weekend, it could end its chances of development because it's going to move into some unfavorable areas. And so this area of low pressure, located a few 100 miles southwest of the Cabo Verde Islands, showers and thunderstorms associated with this system remain disorganized, and environmental conditions are somewhat favorable for development over the next couple of days. Tropical depression could form over the next day or two as the system moves west to west-northwest. Environmental conditions are forecast to become less favorable by the weekend, potentially ending its chances for development. This has a 60% chance of forming, and like I said, if this thing right here doesn't form by this weekend, there's a good chance that it won't. Good chance that it won't. So, if it wants to get going, it needs to get its act together like now. But that's pretty much all that I have to say here in terms of the tropics as well, and just all that I have to say here for the weather for this morning. If you have not hit the like button yet or the subscribe button yet, please go in and do so. We're 826 subscribers, trying to get to that main goal of 900. Again, trying to get to 900 subscribers. We are, honestly, right now, not too far. I mean, not too far from even the halfway goal to 900, meaning 850. We are 24 away, 24 subscribers away, and we're really not even that far to 1,000 either, because only 174 people, 5 million plus people in South Carolina only need 174 people to hit one button. That's it. I mean, it kind of sounds hard when you think about it, but to be honest, it's really not. All you have to do is just go in and hit that subscribe button, just that one button. But we're going to go on and end this off here. Again, do that. Hit the share button as well. Share with your friends, your family members, your acquaintances, and people that you don't talk to regularly, because it's free and it always will be. I will be back going into tonight for your 8 o'clock p.m. forecast update. Make sure that you're there. Also tomorrow morning, Thursday morning forecast update. Make sure that you're there for that as well.